At one time, I was homeless. At one time, I had to live in my car. I was living in my car for a couple of months just because, I had ego. I had a little ego at the time. That took me into another type of life that I had to live. So instead of, going home every night, there was no home to go to.
He wasn't raised in a ring. He didn't come from Olympic training. He came from the streets, from backyards, blood and broken knuckles, before the lights, before the cage, before the legend. He was just Kevin Ferguson, but the world knew him as Kimbo Slice. In the early 2000s, Kimbo's name didn't travel through sports headlines. It traveled through grainy videos passed phone to phone, burning up internet forums and bootleg DVDs. A bald-headed juggernaut with a steel beard and concrete fists. Kimbo turned backyard fights into viral war zones. No gloves, no rules. Just power, grit, and respect earned with every punch. He was a street icon before the world knew what going viral even meant. Fists like bricks. Presence like a movie villain. Dudes lined up just to say they fought Kimbo even if they couldn't walk afterward. But Kimbo wasn't content being just a backyard king. He wanted more. He stepped into MMA and the fight world didn't know what to make of him. Was he a gimmick? A street brawler out of his league? They said he was too raw. Too old, too wild. Kimbo didn't care. He sold out arenas, broke ratings records, and knocked people out with the same fury that made him famous online. Elite XC, Strikeforce, Bellator, wherever he fought, eyes followed. Then came the biggest risk of all. The Ultimate Fighter reality show UFC House. Younger trained killers. Kimbo walked in, not as a star, but as a man with everything to prove. He didn't win the show, but he earned respect and a shot in the UFC. Kimbo's MMA record wasn't perfect. He wasn't a technician, he wasn't polished, but every time he stepped in, it felt like a storm was coming. He later stepped into pro boxing and went 7-0. Still fighting, still feared, still chasing greatness. But in 2016, the fight world stopped. Kimbo Slice died suddenly of heart failure, age 42. Gone too soon. The backyard legend who took internet fame and punched his way into real arenas was gone. But the story didn't end. His son, Baby Slice, kept fighting. The name lived on. The videos kept circulating. New generations kept discovering the myth. Because Kimbo Slice wasn't just a fighter, he was a movement. He was proof that you don't need a fancy gym to make your name. All you need is heart and fists and no fear. Kimbo Slice took street fights and turned them into a legacy. From the backyard, to the cage, to forever.